right, so let's take a look at a few simple campaigns with not a lot of money or budget to try to make things simple to understand the conversion process and what the numbers mean just generally, and why our strategy is 3 or 4 pronged approach rather than just taking all the money where we got the most results and putting it. And I'll explain simply why you don't want to do that. You want to spread it around and use your conversion data wisely. And here's a good example of what's going on. We created this event in Facebook. You know, it was imported to Acquisio, where we created this campaign from Acquisio with ad variations. And you can see we spent 20 here, 93 for $93. So we'll be looking at each event. Let's look at the one that we created in Facebook. Okay. So our cost per click is around $1. We've had 85 clicks. We've had a ton of impressions. We spent $93 so far, and we've had 11 conversions. Sounds pretty good. You know, our average ticket sale is $15. So that's costing us $8 per conversion. Whether or not we're making, you know, Keystone or 50% on that, it's pretty close. But look at it. Look at our impressions. Good exposure there, and we're 3 weeks away from the event. So let's go down here and talk about some of these other things. You know, we might want to enable auto optimization on this and let Acquisio do the AI work, which is probably what we're going to do. But let's just dive down to the data a little bit more. So looking at the age groups, this is completely opposite than what we did before. Our conversions are happening in the 35 to 44. And I know there's not a lot of data in here to make this substantial, but you know, whether we were spending 1,000 or 10,000, I think you'd see the same results. So scrolling down, you know, this age group would look the most efficient for us, right? So, you know, a good marketer, analytics person would probably look at this and say, oh, we need to spend more money here, or we'd let the AI do the work and put more money behind this category because that's where we're getting results, but not so fast. Let me show you some other things. We've got a great relevance score here, so we're paying less per click. And then here's a nice little graph of our impressions to our clicks to our goal. But hold on, let me tell you why a funnel is so important. The purchase standard here is only 2, so we only had 2 people actually convert. It's counting 9 other conversions for the view content, so or the add to cart. So, you know, it's very important when you do funnels to realize and separate out your conversions. And, you know, sometimes you might think right off the bat you had 8 conversions, but if you dig a little deeper into your funnel, you see you only got 2. So that's a 59. That's a conversion rate of 2% rather than 10% or 12% what we're looking at. So be careful. So don't make your conversion funnels so complex that they skew. Look at this. A conversion rate 12%, 11. Here's your CPA at 8%. Like, it's not right because the only 2 people purchased. So that's really important to think about and know the difference. Sometimes people just create too complex of funnels. Let's go to the ad we created in Acquisio. I know we don't have a lot of data here, but this is like an average campaign of what I would see, and it's pretty average. So, you know, impressions here. 2,000. We've had 3 conversions. Our cost per conversion a little better. That's less than 50% a ticket. That's great. It's auto optimized, and this is what I was telling you about. Look, I know there's not a lot of data in here, but look, this 18. I guarantee you, when this campaign's done, we spent $200 on it. The 18 and the 45 will be the highest percentage of conversions. So we've already had the 18 to 24, which that's actually not accurate. It's actually 21 to 24 because we're not advertising alcohol to minors. But anyway, wanted to clarify that. That's actually a error in the data. So look at our targets here. This is also something in interest that you should pay a lot of attention to. And we're getting our most result. Let's look at this. We can't sort. 516 entertainment. You know, right away, I think you go right to the bigger numbers, but you know, are those bigger numbers? Not really. relationship wise and proportionally, they've had 6,000 impressions. So, that's why you have all these different numbers to kind of look at. Our best gross is right here at alcohol. So maybe we need to shut down this one, especially if we haven't gotten any conversions from it. But right now, alcohol has got a 12% click-through rate. So that's a better relevant score. So all these other ones, we can start pausing and make sure we put more money into, let's say, I bet beer is doing well too. There you go, 9%. Party, 11%. So those are already being shown right here. So these are your best performing interest groups. The top ads in the 8, I'm sure we're going to go down to the images here, these 50 variations, but looking at the impressions here, this is a normal campaign. I'd say, this is a great conversion rate, click-through rate's good. And then down here, purchase standard. So we know that we made $71 off of, what did we spend so far? Total budget so far, where are we? Cost, I guess we got to go back. Let's go back. So far, we've only spent $20. Not bad. I think any client I have would spend $20 to make 70, right? I mean, I don't know what kind of costs you have built into your tickets or your sales of your products or service, but that's a great return on investment. So we'll follow this campaign and just kind of showing you what we look at for triggers of what and how to adjust campaigns. It's not just set it and let it go. There's a lot of adjustment that's done, virtually sometimes daily, weekly, monthly, depending on the campaign and how long it's been going on. So just thought I'd give you a little insight there. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the back end of the social management tool in Acquisio and some of the things we're doing in the back end for you to make sure you get the most results.